Good morning YouTube, Jeff again from Helen and Jeff on the road. Right, today it's a Sunday, so what I'm going to do is my usual checks, and I'm going to find the bonnet catch release. I'll check the oil, check the water, brake fluid, all the other fluids that I need to check. The bonnet catch is up. There's the engine, the battery, leisure battery. That's the glow plug relay. That's a 12 volt and fridge relay. Main 12 volt charger and fuse. Relay down there for ignition system and fuel pump. The wire goes through down there. Right. Dipstick. Just like me, I've got to find it. It's just here. And to do this one-handed is very difficult, believe me. As you can see, I've got oil in. And hopefully everything's okay with that. So bear with us while I make a mess of this video by trying to set everything up. Okay, now wipe the excess oil off first, and replace the dipstick back in the hole at the back there. I'm doing this while the engine's cold as well, before I've started it. That way you know for a fact you've got all the oil in the bottom of the engine, in the sump. I'll check it again, and it's between the empty and the full, which is where it should be. So there's plenty of oil in there. Could maybe do with an oil change before I go away, but it should be okay. Not that long since it's been serviced, so it should be fine. Get that back in there. That's the dipstick back in. Very difficult doing this one-handed. Those who just use their phones will know. And sorry about the sound quality if it's not that good. Okay. I'll check the water by releasing the pressure on the cap. Just put that there. And you're feeling there to see if you can feel the water, and it is just there. Yeah, it's just there. Might need a bit top up, but I'll get some antifreeze from work. I work at a local motor factors, so I'll get some antifreeze and I'll just top it up with that, because it's getting to that time of year again when there's a bit more antifreeze in. And I've got an antifreeze checker, so I'll check that later as well. Brake fluid's okay. I checked that before, and it's between minimum and maximum. That's okay. Screen washers down here. Don't know if you can see it very well. I'll just give it a rub, and that is marked just there. Don't know whether you can focus on that, but it's just there. It's visible. There's plenty in. So now, friends, bear with us. Time to get in the van and give it a start. Catch you in a bit. Hi YouTube, back again. Let's see now. I'm in the van. I'm just going to turn the ignition on, and we watch the oil light doesn't come on. I don't know why. I know there's oil in, but watch for the glow plug light going off, that orange one, and it's just gone off. So it's in neutral and give it a go. There you go. Fired off first time. That hasn't been started for 3 weeks. In the winter months, it might be best to put the glow plug on twice. Wait till it goes off and then switch it back. Switch it off and then switch it back on again. It sometimes helps on some of these older vans for starting. As you can see, it's started okay. There's a friend of mine who said, Jeff, you haven't done a video for a while, so I thought I'll do this one. Just while I did my checks. I thought, we'll have a go, see if it'll start, and as you can see, it starts first time. Looking at that, looks like I need some fuel in as well. But does everybody else's gauge go up and down like a yo-yo when you're driving, the fuel gauge, backwards and forwards? So you never really tell how much is in. So I know I've got nearly half a tank in there. But I know it's over a quarter. But I could put some fuel in. I could drive around and you can still see sometimes the light will come on, the diesel light to say you're low on diesel. Other times it won't. So you never know how much really you've got in. As long as you put plenty in for your journey before you start, it should be okay. Next journey we're going to take will be not until November, so let's hope it's okay. It should be okay till then. I'll take it for a run before then. I might even take it with us when I go for a run. Not me running. I couldn't do that. No, take the van for a run. Sorry, I should have said that. You never get me running. I can't even walk hardly this time. Especially with this, my arthritis are kicking in a bit bad. But never mind. Enough about my pains and tributes. We'll get this up to temperature. And we should catch you in a bit. I've got a couple of items I'm going to show you. I've got a couple of things to do on the van, so I'll show you what I've got. See you in a bit. YouTube, back again. Right. One of the jobs I've got to do in the van is tidy up all the cables behind the TV. As you can see, it's a bit of a wiring nightmare. Everything works, but it's not tidy enough to me. What I'm going to do is fit one of these. I know there's a few van lifers have got them in. What it is just a switched panel with a 12-volt supply there. In the middle you've got the voltage, like a voltage meter there in the middle. On this side you've got two 5-volt 2.1 amp USBs, which are ideal, and a load of switches on the top, and each switch is fused, a separate fuse for each one. So what I'm going to do is link a 12-volt supply up to the battery, leisure battery under the seat here, under the cupboard, back up on the wall. I'm going to fit this device on the wall there. Then I can have my lights that George gave us from George and Jane. I'm going to fit them on here, and plug that in there. And the other USB item I've got the one for all signal booster here, which I've noticed it runs off 5-6 volt. So I'll be able to run that off a USB. So I'm going to change the power supply and put a USB connector on rather than a mains adapter, because at the minute it's just got a mains adapter. TV's got a mains adapter as well, but I've got a plug socket down there for that to plug into. That extension's just in because I wanted a couple of things plugged in at once. So that's my next job. That'll be next Sunday. Next Sunday I'm off, so I'm going to see if I can connect this panel up. But hopefully during the week I might get the wire run ready for it to go in. But if I do that, I'll video that and I'll send you that as well. Anyway, thanks for watching so far. If you do like this video, let me know in the comments. Anything you want to know about this van, let me know. I've also got, hang on, I've got my 12-volt supply. I might as well check it when I'm here. That's on, and as you can see, my lights around the top automatically come on. It's showing a bluey colour there, but it's believe me, it's green. It is green. Just it doesn't show up very well on this camera. I haven't got the 240 set up yet, but the 12 volts plugged in, and there's the heart lights going. Love them. Lovely glow at night time. Just like a moving heartbeat. Everything else is down there is working. I've got my 12 volt. I've got a 12 volt socket thing plugged in down the bottom there. It's got a couple of USBs on as well, but I'll not need that once I get this one plugged in. Okay, what else? In the drinks cabinet, which is Helen's favourite place, as you can see, I fitted LED lights just up above there, and that's wired directly with an inline fuse into the back of the fuse panel. Now I've never seen any sockets like this before. It's a 12 volt socket, but it's smaller than the usual. I believe you can get them, so I'll see about obtaining one of them. I've got another little job to do. I've got a kitchen roll holder to put back on there because it keeps going down, so I'll put a little self-tapping screw in that. And the curtains seem to be coming off the track again, so I've got that to sort out. Apart from that, just needs a good dust out and hoover out. Everything else in here is working fine. My 12 volt LED lights that are changed from the fluorescent tubes to the LEDs, they work great. I changed all these and put LEDs in, and they do save on a lot of power. So if you're thinking about changing them, if you're not confident enough to do them yourself, please get someone qualified electrician to do them. I changed these old-fashioned lights into the LED ones as well, and these are ideal for a reading lamp. I've also got myself a little small solar panel. As you can see, the blue light's flashing, so it is working. But it's only small, and it's only to put a trickle charge into the leisure batteries underneath. In the front, I've got some. I'm going to change all this underneath here. It started flaking off. I don't know whether you could see, but it's not very good stuff under there. I'm going to change all that and put like a leatherette on, and I'll do that all the way around. See, I'll just put these on just to tidy it up a little bit. The overhead bed area we use just for storage, for bedding and tables, chairs, that sort of thing. Seat covers I got from that famous rainforest company. They're ideal for the price, and they protect the seats quite a lot. Anybody thinking about doing them, I'd highly recommend them. Fridge works great. I've got it on. Works three-way. That's the gas indicator, and that green, the little panel goes up to the green. You know it's lit. You press and turn to click. 12 volt 240 switch at this side. Sorry, is that right? That's a 12 volt switch. Sorry. That's a 240 switch. That's temperature control. So it works on all three systems, but it only works on 12 volt when the engine is running, because all it's for is to keep everything cool that's already in there. Fridge works great on gas, electric or battery. Cooker under there, 2-burner hob. Grill underneath, and pull down this door because it's got a handle on and it's attached to the cupboard. So when you pull it down, sort the kettle in there in a minute. Put the oven as well. Perfect. The cupboard underneath there for storing pots and pans and things. It's off when you do things one-handed, everything falls over. Right, under there, just a sink of course. Cutlery drawer in there. I don't think a lot of these have them in, but this one has. This one's got a cutlery drawer there, which needs one of them drawer tidies in, I believe. And I've just noticed that trim's coming off there, so a bit of adhesive on there, I think. plenty under cupboard storage. Storage in there, and we've actually got the gas tap there for the isolator for the fridge. And also in here is the ZIG unit, sorry, the mains supply unit with the battery charger, as well as a light down there. That tells you when you're on mains hookup, it puts a trickle charge into your battery. Okay, what else? The bunting, where that's all Helen's design, and she likes green at the minute. That's why we've got the lights on green overhead. Me, I just put the things on flash. So I've got a little control here, and I just put it on flash. It looks like a disco in here at night time. Looks nice. It looks like a disco. Anything else you need to know about the van, drop me a comment. I'll try and explain, or I'll try and help anybody who's want any advice on some of the things I've done. But remember, I'm not a trained electrician or anything like that. I do things for myself. Everything I do is done with safety, but I'm not a trained electrician by any means. So if you're unsure about doing any of these little jobs, then please get a qualified electrician to do them all. I do get them checked by a qualified electrician when I get them all done, so I do know they're safe, and everything is fused, so I know it's safe as well. But please remember, this is not a tutorial video. This is just how I would do it. I've also got a TV aerial to fit, a Vision Plus TV aerial, but I need the leg that goes through the roof. It comes down with a turny bit on. I need that bit before I can do that. Anyway, you've heard enough of me waffling on. There we go. Hello. So now I'll say goodbye, and hopefully catch us all in the future when I've done some of these jobs. See you soon. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and like. Thank you.